Well, hello everyone. Today I'm going to be commenting and showing you our BlazeMeter MCP. And in this demo, I'm going to be showing you two use cases. One is creating a BlazeMeter test from the chat using Cloud, as you see on the screen right now. And another one is going to be using vibe coding with Cursor and how you can easily execute a test and review results all through Cursor itself. Okay, so to start out, I have some commands that I have pre-written, so I'm not typing everything out in the screen, but I'll comment through as I'm giving the instructions to the chat. So right now I'm just going to say, okay, I want to create a BlazeMeter test. Can you help me achieve this? And you're going to see that with the MCP installed, it's going to recognize some of our tools. It's going to invoke those tools and give responses. So right now it's saying, okay, I'm going to get your account information. Once it retrieves that, it's going to execute the getting other projects. The dialog window you saw there was just a confirmation when you first install MCP. Cloud asks you to allow invocations of specific tools. Okay, so here we can see that I have AI consent disabled on the current workspace that is trying to work with. So I'm just going to say, I have, let me get it real quick. I have the ID of my workspace that I want to be using, and I'm just going to say, can you use this account? And it should, yeah, it's going to invoke the tools again. Okay, it says, okay, this account is AI consent enabled. Now it's going to get my workspaces for that account. And yeah, I have a default workspace. I only have one workspace in this account. If you have multiple workspaces assigned to your account, you can select and notify the chatbot to use these other workspaces. Okay, and now it says what it found. It's asking me to provide a test name and any other configuration that I want to use. So here I actually have a prompt indicating where my files are. And I say, okay, I want to create a test in the default workspace with the name MCP demo. And I'm saying, okay, these are the two files that I want to upload. And it's just pointing to a zip, which can contain data sources. It can contain anything, and a JMX, which is going to be the test that's going to be executed. So now you can see it says, okay, created the MCP demo correctly in the default project, and that the MCP demo was correctly configured. And it's saying, yeah, so it's saying files uploaded, everything looks good. So now I'm just going to simply say, okay, can you run the test? And okay, that's going to invoke another tool, which was going to execute the test for us. And just to review, I'm going to, once it's done creating it, I'm going to ask it to provide a URL, which I will be able to go with in the browser. Actually, I did provided one already for me here, but if you want, you can see, can you provide a URL for the created test? And it's going to give me the link here. And if I open up this link and I have right here, we can see that it created the test and it has the execution, which is actually running. But if we go to configuration, we can see both files that were uploaded. And then once that's executed, we can actually use the same chatbot to review results for this executed test, or for, in this case, I'm going to ask it one that's already running, that's already ran in the past. So I'm going to say, okay, can you review the tests with execution ID? And it's going to retrieve that. Now, this particular execution has a lot of issues, and I'm actually going to show an example of how we can use or have the chatbot dissect those errors and provide a human readable explanation of what's happening. Okay, so as we can see here, we have that the text execution with the ID, it says it completed 100%, it executed for 60 seconds, and that there's critical issues. So all the requests failed. And yeah, it's basically a HTTP host, a connection host exception. And that's because I'm targeting BlazeMeter from a BlazeMeter test. And yeah, now I'm going to, okay, now we're going to be looking at the vibe coding example. So here I have Cursor. I already have it set up with MCP, and I'm just simply going to ask it to generate a very simple YAML. Okay. So I'm going to say, okay, generate a simple YAML that executes get on the demo Blaze website, and that validates that BlazeMeter continuous testing is present. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and run that. and it's going to generate a YAML. Now I'm going to open up a chat window, and I'm going to say, well, before that, I actually have to save this. So let's save this as MCP demo.yaml, and I'm going to replace it. And then I'm going to say, okay, I want to create a BlazeMeter test in my account in the default workspace and upload it to the MCP demo.yaml. Okay, and it's saying that it's going to process pretty much the same tools that were used in the cloud demo are going to be used here. Oh yeah, and the AI consent. So I took out my default use this account. And we can see that it's working correctly. Invoking more tools and says, okay, I found the default project. Great. And it's uploading the MCP demo.yaml that we just created. And it correctly created it. So now I'm going to ask it to run it with some specific configuration. So let's say I'm going to ask it to run the test for a minute with a 5-second ramp up. And we can see that it's going to configure it. And then it's going to start the execution. Okay, so you can see it correctly started, and it set the duration of 1 minute for a 5-second ramp up. And we can actually ask it to review, but you'll see that it says that it's currently starting up, as I mentioned previously. So we probably won't get a good description of what's happening in that test. And yeah, basically that's it. Let me stop this and say, can you provide a URL to review this test? And you'll see that it provides me with the URL. And if I go into the browser and paste this here, we can see that it's still starting up. And if we actually go into the MCP demo test, we can see the configuration and everything that was done through the chat.